Hello everybody and welcome back to Chellington 17 version 2. Today we're going to be doing, yet again, another thing which has been requested by the majority of you, and today was quite a clear difference between the first and second place in the vote. We're going to be contracting field number 2, which I'm really pleased about. This is good. This is good because eventually, even though we don't have much money at the moment, we are going to have to buy more fields, and field number 2 was the obvious choice to buy anyway. The way this works is the more the farmer likes you, the cheaper the field will be, so the better deal you get. Plus, we'll get paid for the contracting work as well. So for us it's a win-win situation. For the farmer selling the land, it's not so much, although they will get some good workmanship from us, hopefully. So let's just go up here. We're going to do the first job, whatever it may be. I would have thought it would be something like cultivating, but I'm not too sure. We're going to be really working this field today. It could be ploughed already, I'm not too sure. Let's just pull over here. I'm not too sure also where the spawn point is for the machinery, so I'll put the tractor just out of the way, probably about here. That way we won't be in the way either when we're actually working. Here is the trigger, so let's take a look at the first job. This should all be working now. No missions available. Oh joy. It has been ploughed, so yeah, hopefully we'll be able to cultivate it next. Let's see. In the meantime, we'll take our Joskin manure spreader back to the yard. We also have the Lely windrower, plus the seed drill, which we already owned. So they will have to go back also at some point, but there's not really a rush for it. But this does need to go back, as very soon the pigs will be producing solid manure. At the moment they're just producing the liquid manure because we don't have a bale shredder. Now I did go back and test the theory of giving them just a solid bale without a shredder. I put it in their pen, I put it in the triggers, and yes, I couldn't get it to work. So I think it must be a base map function only. But I will try again at some point. This track somehow seems smoother than it used to be. Weird. Before we were literally flying out of our seats. Maybe it's just the JCB. Much smoother tractor. Oh yes, that'll be an option for the future as well. Mowing that field there. But that is a job for another day, because first of all, we do need to do something with field 20. I cut it quite a long time ago. In fact, the grass will be growing back through, so we might have to cut it again. But yes, the next vote is for tomorrow's video. Vote number 1 is to TED field number 20. Again, that is in there again. The second vote is to harvest field number 15, which is the absolutely gigantic field at the bottom. That'll be using the 2 Lexions again. And vote number 3 is to contract field number 3. So up to you. We are contracting all today though, so I have my doubts about that winning, but it might do. We shall see. But yes, hopefully when we get back up here, I'm really hoping that the contracting will then appear for 2. It's definitely working, as I've checked the other fields and they all have jobs available, so unless I've picked the only field which doesn't work, but I doubt it. My luck can't be that bad, I don't think. Could it? Who knows? We'll soon find out. Anyway, this is going to go down the bottom somewhere. I'm going to slow down time a bit. We don't want it to be too fast. There is the bale. Still trialling it, but yeah, I don't know. This is going to go just over here. Because when we do get the solid manure producing, we're going to load it straight up into here and spread it onto one of the fields. So, perfect. I really do like that muck spreader. It's nice as far as a muck spreader can be. Most likely because it's new. It has never had dung in it. It is dark, very dark. We'll switch our torch on, or flashlight as you probably call it. But yeah, I don't think a job has appeared yet. I probably need to be more patient, but the field state hasn't changed. So if there's nothing by morning, I think we'll choose a different field, because I know the contracting definitely does work, and obviously oxygendavid knows it works as well. It's just maybe this field is slow for some reason. it doesn't really matter which field we're going to do. But ideally, one a very similar size. Field number 8 might be a good one to try out, as we were having issues with that before. Failing that, possibly field number 13. But yeah, I'll just keep checking. I'll keep checking. Oh, weird. Oh, weird. Weird. Okay, it is now 10 to 9 in the morning. Let's just check again. Currently, no missions available. I do have a suspicion that that field isn't working at the moment, so instead we'll try field number 8. See if there's anything here. It seems to be all the ones which are ploughed. I'm not sure why. Field 13. Okay, interesting. Field 16? Yes, field 16 does have a job. It is to fertilise. Field number 12. Nothing there. Field number 17, I suppose. Again, fertilising. That is the thing. Most of the jobs do tend to be fertilising. What about field 14? Yeah, nothing there. That is pretty much all of them. Yes, field number 3 is the one in the vote for tomorrow, so at least we know that does work. It is possible to do stuff. So I think really we should go with, let's just see, yeah, this one here, field number 16. We'll take your job, Mr. Nelson. Are we happy with the tractor? I think we should be happy with it. It's a decent tractor. So this should bring in some fairly decent income, I'm hoping. GPS will be required for this job. Oops. As, yes, if you don't use GPS with a job like this, as you can't really see the texture of the soil, it's very likely a lot is going to be messed up and missed. So, yeah, it's always a good idea for a field like this, or a job like this, to use GPS. Anyway, I do just need to set it up very quickly. Be quite careful here too, because the longer I take, obviously, the less we get done, less money we get. So, automatic width is good, I think. Oh no, it's not. Okay. Interesting. So we can start over here, can we? Yes. That'll do. Now, crop destruction has been a bit of a talking point really in my videos. A lot of people like it, including me, and quite a lot of people hate it. I can see your reasons for it, for not wanting it, because, yeah, basically, if it was our field, we would be destroying an awful lot of crop here, and we can't change the wheels if it is a contracting job. This tractor has the wrong wheels on. So, yes, I can see what you mean for this kind of job. But if it was our own field with our own tractor and we could put row crop tyres on, this would be, the crop destruction would be a very good mod to have. So it's hard to say really. I suppose I could disable it on a day when we're going to be doing a job like this, and then enable it when we're going to do our own fields, but it's quite a bit of hassle, so I'm not really sure. Not really sure at all. Anyway, yes, that was terrible. This time it should be much better. Let's take a look. Yeah, that is better. So this time, yes, 40 is a bit too far over. This time and every time from now it should be perfect, I'm hoping. It's all working off the satellites, so fingers crossed it's going to be perfect. At this rate we'll get it done in less than 25 minutes. We certainly should do. I've noticed it usually is just less than half the time which we require, or sometimes just more than half. So my estimation is to get this done with around, well, I'd say about 12, maybe 13 minutes remaining. 12 minutes? We shall see. But the next job is likely going to be to harvest it, which will be a big job, as this is not exactly a small field. It is huge. Turning right again here. Perfect. And at the end of it all, it's going to look really neat because every single line is going to be perfectly straight with the perfect distance between. The only thing is we'll have to be very quick at looking because... quicking, yes, that would be weird. We have to be very quick at looking because when the job is completed, the lines will disappear. Seems to be just this side which is destroying the crop more. This side's okay. That's perfect. But that's excessive. But that's looking alright. Not bad at all. That's a quarter of the way through. After... it's about 3 minutes. Wasn't too long. Right, so we're going to get to the end again here. And I'm going to continue off screen and return in a few minutes' time. You can probably tell now it's looking very realistic and very neat as well. How we've got the tram lines here, perfectly formed, and obviously a field which is being spread with absolutely 0% wastage. Very efficient. Plus it's easy for us. We don't really have to do too much. Fantastic view across the map from this field. It would be a nice one to own. It's just it's quite a long way from the main yard, but that doesn't really matter. The issue is the price. It'll be over £1 million, that's for sure. But we should be able to knock it down quite a bit as well by doing these jobs. The more jobs we do, the cheaper it's going to be. Plus we get money for it, so can't really complain. Right, so we're very close to the end now with 16 minutes left to go. And this is the final part of the field that we have to do. And we still have 14 minutes and 20 seconds. So if we can get it done before we reach 13.5 minutes remaining, then the bonus we get from it should be really good. Let's just keep an eye on that progress bar. It isn't throwing the fertilizer right to the edge. There is a small margin. Obviously in real life that isn't good enough, but for the game it seems to accept it. I think it's because if you're not using GPS, which isn't standard with the game, you are likely going to miss a few bits here and there, and it'd be very boring to go back overlapping where you've been. So I can understand the reasons behind it. Right, that is going to take it. We have 10 seconds before we reach our goal. Anything more is a bonus. 13.33, look at that. And just from that job, we got almost £15,000. Very happy with that, that is really good. Next job, nothing. Nothing yet, so I think it's going to be harvesting. Whether or not we do this field, I'm not too sure. We could hunt about actually and do some other jobs, because I think harvesting this field would be it would take a while, let's put it that way. So yes, let's go onto the map, take a look around. Field number 9, anything? No. Field number 5, that's the grass field. No, I didn't think there'd be much for that. How much did field 16 cost then? Oh, it's less than $1 million. 767. Still quite a bit of money. Field 17. Slurry. 40 minutes required for the job. That's crazy. Field 19? Nope. I have noticed the contracting only seems to work on the square fields, so that could be part of the issue. So yeah, not an awful lot except for field 17, which we can do. I mean, I wouldn't really argue with £15,000 plus any kind of bonus which there could be for the time. But yes, that'll take about 25 minutes to do. Well, it is a big field. It is a big field. I think we should go with it. I will do it. I will do it. But which tractor should we go for? This one? The Optum? That looks pretty decent. So this is the biggest slurry spreader there is. So really, we can't do the job any faster unless there was two of them, which there isn't. Oops. No. Stay in the field. But again, GPS is going to be required. It's just going to be a necessity for this job. So let's just get this thing unfolded. I mean, it takes a decade just to unfold. It's that big. GPS. Okay, the marker is totally offset. Let's just go over here. Spin it round. Hopefully it's going to be square. We'll line it up with this headland. As we can see here, it isn't set right. And there's quite a fine line between it. But that should be okay. Hoping. Interesting. We're going to have to slide the course over. Otherwise this is going to take forever to do. I should have done this before as well. We could have got even more for the oilseed rape field. See, we waste 2 minutes just doing this. And off we go. Perfect. Good. So, I have got quite a job ahead of me here. As you can see, we can't actually see the top corner of the field. It's that far away. But he reckons we can do it in 38 minutes. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with 25. Oh, hang on. Hang on. What is going on here? Did I disable it? I might have done. Daggerwin, you are a fool. Absolute fool. It should be okay from now on though, providing I don't disable it again. That is going to be the section which we've missed. So we have to go right to the end now, as I have missed a bit. Not to worry. Also, this tractor seems a bit underpowered for this slurry spreader. 270. Does that mean it's 270 horsepower? Do Case do their model numbers on horsepower? I'm not too sure, but either way, I do like the Optum. Very nice tractor. Let's go inside. Let's mess about with the in-cab entertainment. It's very clean looking. Now, this is going to take quite a wide berth to turn. Yes, good job I turned early. Right, okay, that's going back down again. So, hopefully, this is going to work pretty well. In fact, it might be a better idea to go the other way. I've started now, though, so I might as well finish it like this. Anyway, as usual, I'm going to continue off screen, and I'll see you nearer to the end. But that may be some time away. See you in a second. Okay, getting on pretty well. The tractor can really feel it when pulling up the hill. Downhill it can do about 11 miles per hour. Uphill it's doing 8, but I've seen it down as low as 7. But that tank must be pretty heavy, especially when it's full. So you can't really blame it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure a slightly bigger tractor might be better. But it does work. It's working, but it could just be a little bit better. But yeah, we're getting on very well here. Except for at the top. if you don't turn early enough and you do hit those trees, you actually do hit them. They're not totally invisible. Some of them seem to be, or at least a certain length of this is invisible, but some of it has got collisions. So if you do turn just slightly too late and you hit it, you have to reverse all the way back. So there's no way I'm turning any later than that. Even that has gone through. And yes, it has indeed stuck. There we go. It's freed it. So when you look at it, you think, oh, why are you turning so early? But actually, you don't want to be turning any later than that, and ideally sooner. But I would say, actually no, the marker is saying that's not quite half, but halfway down here, that should be halfway through the field, I'm hoping. It's a big job, but it has to be done. And finally, with still 21 minutes remaining, we have almost finished this field. Incredible speed. So we're going to have to go back up once more, and that'll be the finishing run. And yeah, we'll be able to bring in, hopefully, quite a big reward. I'm hoping it's going to be, well, it used to be a very similar price to the main fee, like £15,000. But it's been dramatically reduced, so it'll probably be about 6,000, maybe 4,000, not too sure. But still, you wouldn't turn it away. £6,000, you would never turn that away. But we're just going to have to wait and see. So, get to the bottom, turn around again, head back up, and that will finish the field off. It's actually taken not very long, even though I did have to restart the field because I lost concentration and I continued out of the field boundaries and it said mission failed, so I did have to start again. But in a way that is a good thing because I did mess up at the beginning, so I've actually done it quicker than what I would have done. So we'll just get to here, turn around and then head back up. So we're not going to get very far up by the look of it, but look at this. This field has obviously been plotted out to be perfect for these pieces of equipment, as we were going flush with the edge on the far side, and we're finishing off perfectly flush with the edge on this side. Very well designed. But it's gone green. Any second now we're going to complete the job. Now, I always do this. Now. Okay. There we go. 15,383 plus, I wasn't too far off there. 5,762, so just short of £6,000. We've earned quite a bit of money today. The next job is to cultivate, which will take 94 minutes. That's over an hour and a half. Wow. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, despite us not doing field number 2. It is a bit unfortunate. I did want to do field number 2, but clearly it's just not functioning currently. But please do vote on what job you want us to do tomorrow, and until then, I hope to see you again very soon. Bye for now.